Alright, so the next step on this truck is these lights back here don't work. So this one's broken, wire tied up, and this one is bent, probably from tow truck, what I assume. So what we're going to do is unplug it from the light, and let's see what we got for signal back here. Regardless, we're going to replace the lights, so we'll go ahead and knock them off. And I got plenty of takeoffs that I bought, so let's go see what we can find for lights. So this is the right turn, and I get an intermittent signal on here, and it may be in this terminal in here. I'm not sure yet. We still have nothing for the other side. Alright, so I'm mounting new lights on the back temporarily, because if I keep this truck, we'll be putting a hitch down here, so these lights will have to move out in this area. So I'm just putting these on for temporary, but I wonder what kind of crusty goodness we're going to find under this. Alright, I don't see this too often. They use the crimp butt connectors with the insulation, the sticky adhesive in there, looks like. They are sealed up very well, and they use the right tool to crimp them so they didn't puncture the heat shrink. It's almost a shame I got to cut that out. So the pin location on these do not match the International truck. This black one right here is backup light. Yeah, for the backup light. The second one is a tail light. This is the turn signal, and this is for the other side passing through the other harness. So it goes backup light, parking light, left side turn signal. And on here it goes backup light, turn signal for the right, left turn, right turn, and tail lights. So you can see they're a little boogered up there because it plugs in like this. So I'm just pulling the pins out, and I'm going to relocate these instead of cutting all that and moving them. I could move them in that harness as well, but it makes more sense to do it here, to me anyways. Well, that's an improvement. Now you just have to make sure these are the same on this side, which it looks like they are. Turn signal, let's see, ground, turn signal, marker, and backup. So that side is correct. Let's see what we got. Got an air leak in the right leveling valve. Alright, so it should be. Well, let me see if I can get this together. I guess that'd be the reason why it ain't working. I don't have any more of these terminals for these, so I'm going to see if I have another jumper to go from this light to that light. I got my crossover wire in and clamped into place on both sides, so it shouldn't go anywhere. Alright, so we're going to be using this test light. Love-hate relationship with test lights. They're good to tell you they got a signal, but they don't ever tell you that the conductors are good enough to carry a load. But I'm using this one so I know if I have a signal coming back. So first off, I like to use this because it has this indicator light. When that lights up red, that tells me we have a good power and ground to the test light through its feed. A ground here, a positive here, I take it off the battery. So I've got the four-way flashers turned on, which means that the yellow and the green should have some type of signal, a flashing signal on them right now. Nothing on this one. Nothing on this one. Oh, there we go. All right, we've got a four-way on the green. The green is the right turn. So we have nothing on the other side. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is check parking lights. This is the parking light, this is the brown. Let me go turn that on. Alright, so this one is the ground, the marker lights. You can see, I know it's kind of bright, but you can see the red light on there. And then I have just the left turn on, which should be the yellow, and we have nothing on the left turn. All right, so we know we have a missing left turn, and this is the backup. We might as well try this. Hey, put that in reverse. All right, now she's in reverse, and it's on. Take it out of reverse. Yep, that reverse switch is stuck, so we're gonna have to unplug it on the transmission. There's just a little ball and a spring that makes contact, and that's probably bad. So must be stuck from sitting. Let's unplug that. And I believe that is it right there. So all it does is make connection. It completes the path. So when you're in reverse, it pushes on it and makes it make connection from one wire to the other. So this is the passenger side of the truck, and this is where the light signal comes out in the harness that goes to the back of the truck. It comes underneath the cab and follows down along the frame here, on the outside of the frame, and then right about here, it tucks under the frame, goes over here, makes its way over on that side, and starts heading to the back. So the next step is, let's see if we have signal coming out of here. If we have signal coming out of here, then that'll tell us that we have a problem between here and the back. So, or if we don't have a signal, then we can assume this is okay for the moment and work from here in. All right, so I'm back probe into here, and you see I have a green, which tells me a ground, which is good because that tells me I got good connection on my back probe here. So if you notice, I'll pull it out where I'm not making connection, and I have nothing. So that tells me that I'm actually touching the connector in here. So now we know the problem with this turn signal is in farther, so we got to go inside now. Also, this is working as well as this one, which tells us that we do have the ability to have a turn signal, we just don't have a connection. On the hoods of most of these internationals, all your tail lights, stuff to the back comes out on this side, the stuff for the headlights comes out on the other side. So the headlights and turn signals in front come out of this side, and they follow down along here, over and so forth, up into here. Now those turn signals and marker lights work, and this one does as well. So now we need to get inside and see why we have nothing going to the back. Hi, lady. Well, I'm gonna have to kick my cleaner lady out. I need right there where you're at.
That happens every time. You want me to clean a truck and then you're in my way.
Well, it's looking better so far. Look, it's blue.
It's pretty,
not gray.
It's pretty dusty.
Yeah.
Alright, give me a second now. Get out.
Alright, so it comes in way down in there and comes up along this side here into this bundle of harness, which comes across and goes over here to our turn signal switch. We should have a signal for the rear on yellow and green, and I have nothing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jumper it. I'm going to send the signal on this wire from this location. This way we can check our wire from here and the circuit all the way to the back. All right, we're hooked back up here. You see I got a red light. Nothing on there yet. Let's try the yellow. That's the one I sent the power on. All right, so we have power on the yellow. So we're going to swap it over to the green because we're having an intermittent signal back here. So we'll just swap this over to the green. Yeah, let's push it in there better. All right, so now we have power to the green. So we're just not getting it out of our turn signal. This turn signal has two different outputs for left turn, two different ones for the right turn, because in the trailer utilizes a stoplight and a turn signal for this side, and then a stoplight and a turn signal for the other side, where the truck just uses one light and they use the same filament. That's achieved by using a relay. I could go into the schematic and show kind of how that works. It's really not very, it's not complicated, it's just a relay, but you have to have the relay in order to separate the two signals from the brake light. Alright, so I've taken the turn signal apart just so I can check my signals coming out and all that kind of stuff and see what we got, and double check it. This thing is so gummed up. I've took it apart. Ugh. You can hear it click there. It's getting better, but it takes forever for it to return. It's all gummed up down in here. So see how gummy that is? That's the way the contact plate was. So I took it apart and cleaned it up real good, but you see what's missing? See that spring right there? It's supposed to be one over there. Took it apart and the spring flew out. I had my finger over it and I slipped, and it was just enough to let it pop out. So now I gotta go find another spring. Would you believe it? I found that spring. All this crap in this shop, and it flew over there somewhere. I didn't even hear it land. I walked over, started moving some stuff, and it was laying right on the floor. Pretty lucky. Well, it's getting dark now, but I think we can still see. I got the 4-ways on. You see both the indicators on here. See if we got them working. Make sure everything works the same. Oh, that's a good sign. This side's blinking at the same time like it's supposed to. So is this side. Let's see what we got back here. Oh, yes. Nice. Okay, now we're gonna try turn signal independent, left and right. See what it does. Good old days of serviceable parts. Okay, we're gonna turn the 4-ways off, turn just this turn signal on. Great. Great, great, great. Try the other one. Indicator. There we go. Great. Now I gotta make sure we got brake lights. Alright, I'm just going to check the fluids again, and I've been working on lights, so I've been charging up the batteries, and we're going to take the old girl for first drive in 13 years. See how she does, so stick around, get it warmed up and get ready to go.